What is up, guys? Boris here, coming to you guys with finally the Boa Zero Stamina run that we did on stream. I'm going to go over some of the things that should be important to cover when doing this dungeon. And yeah, overall, sorry for taking so long, but I actually forgot at one point. I'm like, oh crap, I need to do this video. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of it now. Let's go ahead and get it out of the way. This is the Boa Zero Stamina Training Island, and as you'll notice, I'm using the exact same team that I used for the Aokiji and the NL Zero Stamina. Now this again is a Strongworld Ace team. Very, very powerful team if you have Marco, if you have Legend Marco, because between the 20% boost, or no, I think it's 40% HP boost that Ace gives, combined with the Whitebeard ship, which is the 1.4 boost, you have a massive amount of health to play around with, so you can make plenty of mistakes and you'll still be okay. And then worst case scenario, you have Marco's special to heal you back up to full, as well as give you an ore boost. Marco special, I don't know what they were thinking when they gave it to him, but yeah. So this is the dream team for Ace that we're using once again, and this Boa Forest is, I'd say, one of the more difficult ones, but if you do know what you are getting yourself into, then for the most part it should be okay. Now, like I said, this team's main strength is the HP, so I'm gonna go. This run's gonna involve a lot of stalling for your specials, because you can always heal back to full after stalling. So keep that in mind. And let's get started here, I guess. They're gonna swap your top 2 orbs to bother orbs and lock them for 5 turns. So just get rid of those, and then we move on to the Kami and the Shirahoshi here. Now, I think his name is Megalo, the shark, but yeah, you can see Shirahoshi hiding inside of Megalo. And this is pretty straightforward. Pretty much, you don't really have to worry about anything up to this point, because these guys don't hit for too much, and even the next room's kind of easy. So right now, you know, take it easy. Don't worry if you don't kill them, it's all good. You have plenty of time. Now, the only tricky part to this room is if you get the shark below 50%. Then what will happen is that he will make himself unable to be killed for 3 turns, and that's exactly what I did here. So if you can, try to avoid it, but I couldn't. So I'm just like, whatever. I'm gonna take damage from the shark, and yeah, the rest, just stall it out, because I don't know. But yeah, try not to get him below 50. That's the point. That's the point here. Trying to get him below 50, you can easily take him out. Otherwise, just take a little bit of hits. But again, you recover so much with this team. I have 100. Recovery cotton candy on my Marco, so I have a lot of recovery on this team. Massive option if I get some food orbs, and so I'm not really too worried about taking damage here. But however, he does deal 12,000 if you get him below 20, so don't get him below 20 either. Pretty much don't do anything I did in this part, and you should be okay. So well, that's the shark down, and we're gonna move on to the next room, which is the bride Lola and bride Nami, as well as what, Kiwi and whatever her name was, Mozu or something. So just go ahead and use Strongworld Usopp, and this is really all you need. They will go down pretty easily. Now, I believe that if you leave one of them alive, they will do something. I'm trying to remember what it is. I think they will lock one of your specials for 5 turns, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, so here she is. Yeah, so she locks your specials for 5 turns. So just be careful there. Be careful there. But again, it doesn't matter. We're gonna go ahead and try to stall as much as we can here on Lola. Keep in mind that my Strongworld Usopp was 2 skills away from max when I did this, I believe. So definitely will be easier if you have a max Usopp, but it really doesn't matter. So there we go. Boom. So now we're just gonna go ahead and take out Lola. You have 3 turns here, so hopefully you guys deal as much damage as you can. And when she does die, she'll put up the Rayleigh debuff, where it locks your chain at 2 times. So be careful there if you're using a Rayleigh team. But if you're not using a Rayleigh team, then it doesn't really matter. You'll be completely fine. So yeah, here just take out Lola, and like I said, she'll do that thing when you take her out. And so I guess prepping up for next room, try to get a green orb on your Ace, or a purple orb on your Zephyr. That way you can target either one of Bonnie or Kalifa. Although I probably recommend trying to take out Bonnie first, Bonnie will, I think she heals every couple turns, so you want to definitely try to take her out first if you can. Yeah, I think they don't really hit for much though, so don't worry too much about taking damage here. Just make sure don't get her below 20. If you get Julie or Bonnie below 20%, she will recover the health of their entire team. So that's something that you want to be careful with there. As you saw, I don't get her below 20. And then the only other really thing to keep in mind is if you get Alvida below 50%, she will put up a defense buff, and that one is really hard to get through. A lot of my runs ended, well, I think I did like 3 runs before this, and I think like 2 of them ended to Alvida. So my recommendation is just be careful, know how much damage you can do, and don't get her below 50 if you can avoid it. Otherwise, you're going to have a hard time here. So I want to use Marco, seeing as I have a green orb on Ace, is going to be able to one-shot Alvida as long as I combine it with Zephyr. And then I'll be able to have plenty of time to stall on Kalifa to get my specials back up. So hopefully, I'm thinking, will this be enough? I got a couple hits in, get rid of that shield, and if I can do it in one shot, sorry for the follower alerts, guys. But boom, there you go. Alvida is down, and that's like step 1. I'd say that's the hardest part of the run is taking out Alvida, because like I said, that's where a lot of my runs have ended. And then Kalifa is just gonna be a stall. So I will see you guys when we get to the next room, because there's gonna be a lot of stalling. So talk to you guys there. Okay, so we are on to Boa, and you can see here I have about 30,000 health, which is what you want to be at. You want to be around 30,000 health. If you can be higher than that, of course, should be fine, but 30,000 is about where you want to be at. And Boa will deal around 7,000 each turn. The main thing you have to keep in mind, guys, is that you have to burst her down from 20%. This is where I'd say this is the second. Like this is another really tough point where you can die a lot. I certainly did, because I didn't get, like, I would get her like right close to dead and then she would kill you, because the problem is she'll seal all units for 20 turns, so even if you have level 3 you're dead. So 20 turns of her attacking you is gonna be pretty much game over no matter what. So, you know, be very careful. We're gonna try to get her as close to 20% as we can get it, and then we're gonna just hope that we can get a purple orb on Zephyr. Now we'll have a couple of turns to farm for it, but hopefully with some good amount of meat orbs you'll have plenty of chances to reroll, or not really roll, but just to get that purple orb. I guess technically you probably could reroll. I'm not exactly sure how that would work with Boa, but you see here she'll just do damage. I'm just whittling her down, getting her as close to 20% as possible, and then I have that purple orb, but unfortunately she has a shield up, and you definitely don't want to go for it if she has a shield up. So again, we're just gonna wait for the next time that she shuffles your orbs, and hopefully we get some good stuff. So you see here the shield is gone, but then all your orbs will be shuffled to tandem and you get the bother orbs. So, you know, we could use Heracles, but unfortunately we want to save him for the next room, because in the next room I think Perona will swap all your orbs to negative. So I have plenty of chances here to tank an orb. So here it is. She shuffles. She has a clear. So you have one turn to get a purple orb. Let's see if we can get it. And I guess theoretically speaking, we do not need a purple orb. We just need like 2 or 3 good orbs. Purple orb make it easy. There we go. We got the purple orb, a blue orb, and a green orb. So there should be plenty of damage to take her out. And this is where a lot of the runs end up dying. But if you get past this part, the rest of the run becomes a lot easier. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, you pretty much do need that purple orb to deal that amount of damage. And so that's the reason why we want to save Heracles, because upcoming now is Perona, and she will swap all of your orbs to negative orbs, I guess minus the matching orbs or something. I'm not entirely sure why Heracles didn't get his orb swapped. And then so here we're gonna go ahead and take them out if we can. So we got Heracles, we got all the, just use all the specials and take out Perona and Miss Doublefinger if you can. So I'm not sure if we can take out Alvida within the few turns, but we're gonna try and see if we can. Other than that, don't use Usopp though. Make sure not to use Usopp. Usopp is really important for the next room, so don't use Usopp. And then go ahead and use Marco for the orb boost, I believe. Yeah, Marco for the orb boost. And be careful. There are a couple things you have to be careful with. If you get Perona below 20, she will go ahead and do the same thing she did earlier. So do not get. Go ahead and make sure you have to take out Perona this turn. Or if you take out Miss Doublefinger first, don't get her below 20, because then that's gonna really suck. And then if you get Miss Doublefinger below 50%, she'll berserk. So that's not too big of a deal. Perona below 50, I mean not Perona, Alvida below 50, she'll put up another defense buff. So Alvida, you have to take out that turn, otherwise she will put up that defense buff. Okay, now this, I remember when this dungeon first came out, someone put a picture of this on Twitter, and it's like, yo, this is, what? But no, it's not as crazy as it seems. They do have a lot of HP, but it's not like Princess Turtle Mountain. You know, Princess Turtles have, what, like 12,500 or something? These ones only have, I don't even know what they have. I'd say probably, I'd guess, somewhere between 30 and 40 HP. So, yeah, probably looks like they have 30 HP. So, just attack them one at a time, and you will take them out before they attack you, because deal about 20,000 damage, looks like, so you don't want to take a hit from those. And then after you take all of the Princess Turtles out, just go ahead and stall for your specials again. Kalifa will barely deal any damage to you, so just make sure to go ahead and stall for all your specials, and you should be good. I guess other than that, there's not much to say about this room, so it's going to be a lot of attacking. So I'll see you guys in the next room. Okay, so you can see now all of my specials are up for this room, and these next two rooms are kind of difficult, but thankfully, again, this team is really overpowered, so there will be some more stalling involved, spoiler alert. But go ahead and use all your specials, and again, you're going to have 3 turns to take out all these guys, and then leave, we're going to leave Whitey Bay, I believe, to stall on, so make sure not to take her out. We can easily stall on her. Go ahead and use Heracles, go ahead and use Zephyr, and go ahead and use, what's his name? Marco, Legend Marco. Now, one of the things you want to keep in mind here is that Vivi will heal all the characters, I believe, after the first turn. So that's something that I actually didn't know, and you'll see I'll mess it up here, but it looks like, yeah, it looks like she's gonna heal up all of your units. I'm not entirely sure at what percent it is or how it happens, but definitely they're just randomly triggered, so maybe it's below a certain percent. And so here we go, you're gonna see me attack, and you're gonna see me not attack Vivi, so that's sort of a mistake. Again, it doesn't really matter though, we have plenty of chance, we have another turn to take those 2 out, but again, I highly recommend you take out Vivi. So you see there, she just covers everyone. So I'm like, at this point, I'm like, oh crap, did I just screw over the run? But nah, it's not even close to over. So yeah, just look at how much damage that does. It's massive damage. Go ahead and attack her, and you have 3 turns to take her out. Keep in mind that if those guys do survive, they're gonna deal massive damage. They deal damage equal to the amount of damage they've taken times a huge multiplier. So you know, just be careful. I'm not even sure if it's actually with a multiplier, but you take a lot of damage. And then boom, Whitey Bay. So more stalling, and again, I'll see you guys in the next room. Okay, so again, another room full of females from One Piece, and this time Jora will shuffle all your orbs preemptively, but there's not really any other preemptives. So same strategy here. We are going to go ahead and use all our specials and stall on Jora to try to get them all back for the final room. Now here I messed up once again, and I attacked Hina with my, like, the way I attacked is really weird. I'm not entirely sure which is the best order to attack in, but I definitely, my auto-targeting, I probably should swap to different targeting. Because what ended up happening here is that I ended up, like, not doing enough damage. I ended up targeting Hina somehow, and I ended up not. You'll see what happens. So just check your targeting. Make sure you pay really close attention to who you're attacking with, because I really didn't pay attention. That almost cost me the run. So again, take out the guys on the side. Leave Jora alone. Tank a couple of hits, and then you should be ready to go for Boa. So with that said, I'll leave you guys here, and then I'll see you guys at the final room. Okay, it's boss time. At this point, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of nervous. It was really early into the stream, and we had made it already to the final boss. So I was like, I don't want to mess this up. I really don't. Now she'll attack every turn for about 8,500, a little bit over that, and then every turn she'll clear debuffs. So using Usopp is not smart unless you're planning to go for the kill. Now below 20%, she'll do the same thing the other one does, which is seal your units for 20 turns. So at that point, you're just dead. And below 50, she will put up a shield and an attack buff. Doubles her attack, looks like. So you want to be careful. What you see I'll do here is get her as close to 50% as possible, and then go all in with all of my specials. So seeing here I can tank one more hit. I need to try to get her as close to 50, but don't get her to 50%. And then if you do get her up to 50%, I believe what you can do is you can just... I'm not sure how long the shield lasts for. Depends on how long the shield lasts for. You might be able to stall it out, but if it's not, then try to get it close to 20 and then burst it from there. You do have Marco, so like for instance, now I'm using Marco to give me that orb boost, but again, if you do mess up, you might be able to salvage the run. I'm not too sure though. So yeah, with that said, just use all your specials here. You have pretty much one turn of boosts, and then she's gonna clear all the debuffs, and then you're gonna have one more turn without any boosts, but you're still gonna have matching orbs, which is important. So this is the one turn. This is the critical turn where if you mess up here, you might be kind of screwed. So I went ahead and used all my specials, and I guess I'll just let the video do the rest of the talking. I'll see you guys once we actually defeat Boa. So there you have it. We actually one-shot her. So we had a whole nother turn, but we actually just one-shotted her. And that's it. So we ended up getting the Kuja Pirates ship. And what it does is that it will boost the attack of freedom characters by 1.5 and their HP by 1.35. So that's an awesome ship for freedom teams, including Sabo. And then on top of that, it has a special which will increase the HP. It recovers HP by 6,500. So an awesome ship. Definitely if you have a Sabo must-have ship, I believe, or any other freedom team. So that said, guys, hope you enjoyed this guide, and more. Well, I guess the Shanks is the only one left, so we'll be doing that on stream probably tomorrow. And yeah, so with that said, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, peace.